Abdusattorov is known as the ultimate defensive machine, but today he just got steamrolled in a position that looked completely dead. How on earth did Dmitry Andreikin turn a standard queen's gambit declined into a suffocating game-ending nightmare? This wasn't just a win. It was an absolute masterclass in board control that left the engines shaking. We are diving deep into the 2026 Chennai Grandmasters to see exactly how Andreikin turned the screw. The game opens with a semi-Slav structure, and Andreikin immediately chooses the aggressive bg5 line. By pinning the knight f6, he is essentially daring Noterbeck to disrupt the center. This is a very sharp theoretical battleground. The goal here for white is to create structural imbalances before black can comfortably complete development. Every move counts, and the tension is already palpable. Andreikin strikes in the center. By pushing e4, he is challenging the entire structure. This move is all about central dominance. Black's response of bishop takes c3 is a standard concession, but it forces white to capture back with the pawn, giving white a beautiful pawn center in exchange for the doubled pawns. White is prioritizing long-term space and piece activity over the raw pawn structure, a classic trade-off in these positions. The tempo. White isn't wasting a second. Pushing e5 drives the knight f6 away, gaining massive space and creating a wedge in black's camp. This move is incredibly annoying for Noterbeck because it cramps his kingside development. If black isn't careful, white will simply roll over his position with f4 and f5. The engine evaluation is already starting to tick up in favor of white. Knight takes g5. Andreikin chooses to trade his active knight to clarify the position. By eliminating the knight, he removes black's primary defender on the king side. While this also simplifies the position, the real point is that it opens the f-file and stabilizes the center, allowing white to focus on the endgame transition. This is high-level simplification strategy. Andreikin knows his opponent is dangerous, so he is narrowing the complexity. Look at that centralized knight on e4. This is the anchor of white's entire setup. It eyes key squares and controls the center perfectly. Noterbeck is being squeezed. He has no space to move his pieces effectively. When your opponent controls the center like this, every defensive move feels like you're being choked out of the game. Rook b1 is such a classic prophylactic move. By placing the rook on the b-file, white prepares to contest the open file while simultaneously putting pressure on the b5 pawn. Andreikin isn't looking for a quick knockout. He is looking to slowly strangle his opponent. This is the hallmark of a true grandmaster, improving the position move by move while the opponent struggles to find a constructive plan. Absolute dominance. Rook b7 is an absolute monster move. It sits on the 7th rank, paralyzing black's pieces. Noterbeck is now playing in a virtual prison. The rook is untouchable, and it forces black to waste precious time guarding his back rank and the pawns on the queen side. This is why we study the endgame. The 7th rank is a death sentence for any piece caught on the wrong side of the board. The d-pawn becomes a giant headache. Pushing d6 is a classic passer tactic. It forces black to lock down his king, and it creates a direct path for white's pieces to infiltrate. Noterbeck is essentially playing with one hand tied behind his back now. The pawn is not just a unit. It is a tactical anchor that fixes all of black's pieces in place. Rook b5. Andreikin is rearranging his forces to apply maximum pressure. The coordination between the rook and the central knight is flawless. Black's knight f6 is trying to be active, but it's just not enough against the coordination white has built up. We are seeing a complete collapse of Black's coordination under the relentless pressure of the center space advantage. Knight takes e6, the tactical blow that puts the final nail in the coffin. Andreikin identifies that the king is completely exposed. By removing the defender, he is inviting a mating net or at least a decisive material gain. The precision here is insane. Noterbek's defense has been cracked open, and there is no coming back from this blunder. Knight f5, a beautiful, decisive maneuver. It creates immediate threats against the king and forces Black to make desperate, weakening moves to stay alive. The game is essentially over at this point, but seeing the way Andreikin maneuvered the knight to seal the deal is just top-tier chess. He didn't rush it. He just played the objectively perfect moves to force the resignation. And there it is. The c-pawn charge. The resignation from Noterbek is inevitable. There is literally no way to stop the promotion of the c-pawn or the collapse of the defense. Andreikin has played a perfect game, showing exactly why he belongs at the top of the world. This is the definition of a positional demolition. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Chess 64 Elite Academy right now for more elite chess content.